Hello everyone, welcome again to Clark's Multifaceted Book World. For today, we are celebrating a very important event in the lives of our mother. It's Mother's Day. So we begin this vlog with a greeting, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Yes, this is a day that we have to show them our love, although I believe that it's gonna be done every day, not just today. I woke up to a book tag by Annie in her YouTube channel, Blissful and Bookish, and without any second thought, I accepted the challenge because that's something that makes me feel excited every day. Because I'm not gonna do anything for today except for reading, watching TV, and of course eating. So I decided to do the challenge as well. Now, here it is. And now, here is the challenge. There are 10 words or phrases which have got to do with the qualities of mothers. And yes, each one of them actually has an attached question or task answerable by books, by characters of the books, of course, setting. And yes, I'll be very much happy to share with you my answers. And here they are without any further ado. The first word is best friend. We know that mothers are not only our mothers most of the time. They can be as well our best friends. We can confide to them our secrets whenever we have some heartaches, some frustrations. It is them that we first approach. Yeah, although that's not true to all, because there are people here who are aloof, or sometimes they don't find it comfortable sharing their secrets with their mother. Yeah, and I am very, to be honest, I am very much guilty of that. And here is the task attached to a word, best friend. Pick characters in a book whose friendship you admire the most. Well, I thought of the three main characters of More Than This written by Patrick Ness. They are Regine, Tomasz, and of course the main character we have, Seth. I so love these characters because of the friendship they established. Yes, they may never be friends in the virtual world, but when they transferred to the real world for some reasons, they establish such bond that actually, make them feel secure to each other. Yes, I so love this because no matter what the problems that arise during the encounter with the driver, they remained intact. The next word here is comfort. There is no denying that whenever we are sick, we're not feeling better, or whenever we have heartaches, it is our mother we first approach. Yeah, in my case, for example, whenever I am terribly sick, just the touch of my mother, I really feel fine. Yes, there is something in her hands that is so healing and comforting. And for its question or task, what's a book that always put you in a better mood? I'm not really sure if this is really comforting given the fact that its genre is in fact a mystery thriller. But yeah, I read this book for 4 times already, and this book is Master of the Game, written by my all-time favorite author, Sidney Sheldon. Yeah, I read this when I was in college for twice, and when I graduated, I read it for twice also. So that's a total of 4 times already. Yeah, I find it comforting not because of its, romance feel, but I find this very, convenient to read because it's fast-paced or page-turner, as some people would say, even if it's composed of about over 500 pages. Yeah, this one is in fact my number 1 favorite book. The third phrase is doesn't give up. This is self-explanatory. Mothers are a few people who would never give up. Never give up on us no matter what the situation is, irrespective of our decisions in life, whether it's something worse. They're all here with us. And now for its question. What's a book you were tempted to DNF but didn't give up on and finished? I don't know if it's only me, but I find this book very boring to read. I don't love this book that much. And this one is, yes, unexpectedly, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Probably, there's an overhype in this book that really invited people to read this book, and I was actually guilty of doing that. I decided to read this because many people have been talking about this, but to my disappointment, yes, I almost did not finish this book, but because I gave Erin, the chance, since it is her debut model, I finished this book, fortunately. Yeah. And I just gave this 3 stars. Sorry for the fans of Erin. The next description to our mother is selfless. Their love is selfless. Their kindness is selfless. Their care is selfless. Everything about them is selfless. And now for its question. What's a book you had to sacrifice for? Without any reservation, I'm very much willing to sacrifice my most expensive book collections. And they are, tan-tararan, books written by Rick Riordan. We have here Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Also, we have the Heroes of Ages, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, and also Kane Chronicles. The reason why I'm very much willing to give up this book is because I believe that mothers are in fact the most precious things in our lives. Yes, and they are worthy of this decision. The next word here is love. We are complete because of our mother's love. It is a driving force that let us become the kind of people we are right now. Because of their love, we become compassionate. We become kind to the people around us. Yes, a child filled with their mother's love, yes, without any doubt can become like her, the loving mother. And for its question, what's your favorite love story? It doesn't have to be a romance novel. Well, I'm gonna pick Reign of the Fallen. I'm not gonna focus on the romantic side of this novel. I'm going to stick to the characters of Queen Valoria and Odessa. They are the main characters in this book. Why I love these characters? I love their friendship. Yeah. While Queen Valoria is in fact a queen in this particular duology, the other one there is actually Song of the Dead. She did not treat Odessa different people or different person. Yes, in fact, she requested Odessa to call her by her name, Valoria. No, she doesn't like to be addressed Her Majesty or the Queen. That is something I find this very interesting, and my heart shattered when Odessa had to go far away from Carthia to, fulfill the dreams of her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, a boyfriend who actually died in this novel. Yes, Queen Valoria was disheartened because she thought that Odessa left her. But when Odessa found out that Queen Valoria, has been suffering from, the people she is actually reigning, she came back. Yes. And there's sort of, ill feeling when Odessa returned because Queen Valoria thought that she was abandoned by her friend. Yes, I so love the friendship between the both of these characters. The next word here is homemaker. Expectedly, mothers are the ones who always see to it that our home is in harmony. Yes, they always make sure that everybody inside is not having, ill feeling toward each other. And now for the question, if you could live with a fictional family for a day, whose home would you go to? Well, it would be a very good opportunity for me to live with the Jennings family for a day in History's All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I love the parents of Griffin Jennings, the main character here, because they are very understanding types of parents. They are open-minded. They accepted, in fact, Griffin for whatever he is. Yes, and whenever, for example, Griffin was feeling sad, they are always available. Yes, they don't doom Griffin to his worst. Yes, they are the types of parents you would ever have if you are depressed, if your world is shattered because of great loss you have. The seventh word here is forgiving. This is really a big word as there is no perfect family. From parents to children, there is no one who is perfect. We children most of the time commit mistakes, and whenever we commit one, our parents are always forgiving us. Yes, that is something that we have to appreciate. Although I'm not suggesting that we always do or commit mistakes. Yeah, this is a different story. And now for the task. Name a character you hate but would eventually forgive. I am thinking of one of the baddest characters in all the books that I have read, and this one, in fact, is one great nemesis in the Mistborn series, and that is Lord Ruler. He is known to be an oppressive emperor or lord in the land of the Final Empire, specifically in the Luthadel. He is known to be, in fact, oppressive, especially with Ska. They are the lowest types of people in Luthadel, or in the Final Empire as a whole. Yes, for 100 years, not just hundreds of years, in fact, for thousands of years, yes, this Lord Ruler has become undefeated until Kel Shirney's crew prepared for something to defeat, Lord Ruler. Yeah, in book 2, I got to understand the reasons of Lord Ruler, why he has to reign for such a long time. Yes, that's why I am very much willing to forgive him. The next important word here is teacher. I know this is quite cliche, but our parents are our first teachers. Not only do they teach us how to read and write while we're at home, but also they teach us some important lessons in life, as well as nuggets of wisdom which help us become a better person in the future. And now for the task. Name a book that has taught you things that will stay forever. I think about the first book installation of the Giver Quartet by Lois Lowry. I so love this book because it teaches me a lot of lessons in life, one of which is life is not perfect. When I was young, I used to believe that our existence here in the world is perfect. But when I already am in the right age, I got to realize that life is not really perfect. Yeah, I knew that, but I got to understand it more when I read the Giver Quartet. It teaches us that life needs not to be perfect. Yes, in the world we're living, it is necessary that one has to suffer as well. Yes, for some reasons, which these books explain. Yeah. This is the book that I would highly recommend for people who are in their high school. Yeah. And here is the last word, dedication. The question here is, what book would you dedicate to your mom and why? This is a little bit emotional type of question, but yes, if I were to dedicate a particular book to my mom, my mama, Ami, that's going to be A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Yes, I chose this book not because my mother is ill or sick, unlike in A Monster Calls where Connor's mother is terribly sick. She's got a cancer. I chose this because I cannot imagine a world without my mother. Yes. Yeah, our mother is the most precious thing in our lives, and I consider my mama, Ami, to be the most precious, puzzle in my life. Yes, for without her, I don't know what's gonna await me. Yeah, I can't imagine a day when she's no longer here in the world. Yeah, A Monster Calls actually is the book or the novel that made me cry for about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks for me to move on. Yeah, the character here, in that book, may have some reasons why this is really quite emotional. There are some reasons why Connor, for example, had to do, or exhaust is overwhelming all to save his mother, even if it's something just a fantasy or, shall I say, hopeless. I can't imagine if I were Connor in that book. Yeah, her mother there is actually very strong. Yes, she didn't want to let loose of Connor as well, but she didn't have the choice. Sorry, I got carried away with with the plot of the book, A Monster Calls. Sorry. And finally, for number 10, I am tagging these following people to do the same video. I am very much excited to know your answers. Do it now! You can do it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like it, kindly click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is again Clark, and have a good day!